This is Optimal Relationships Daily, episode 1571, Precision Dating Advice for Men, by Dr. Laura Dabney of drldabney.com. Hello, everybody, and welcome to ORD once again. I'm Greg Audino, your host and narrator. Very happy to have you here as we check in with an old friend and talented contributor, Dr. Laura Dabney. Laura has a really driven approach in her writing, and so many of our listeners have benefited from it over the years, and today will surely be no exception as we hear her very specific dating instructions for men. So, listen close, we're going to start the reading now, and optimize your life. Precision Dating Advice for Men, by Laura Dabney of drldabney.com. Men, hear me on this. Quit cheating yourselves of a great relationship before you even get started. I've seen hundreds of men make the same mistakes, choosing the wrong women and staying with them for too long and through too much. So trust me when I tell you that a small change in your approach today can save you thousands in divorce and therapy fees down the road. I call it precision dating. Let me provide you with dating advice for men. Precision dating comes down to making crucial and informed decisions at 3 points in your relationship. Skip any of these decisions and you may find yourself deep in the muck with a woman who drains you of your time, your energy, and your money. The truth is that every troubled relationship has its warning signals from the very beginning, but men, being conditioned to be problem solvers and fixers, tend to ignore the warnings, and when you ignore the warnings, you do so at your peril. Phase 1. Casual dating. The first key to precision dating is to cast a wide net when dating. Contrary to the popular belief that men love to play the field, a significant portion of men settle down as quickly as possible. They find a woman, commit quickly, and spend the next few years of their life trying to make the relationship work. Men with this tendency pride themselves on being loyal, but what they've really done is invested everything in an untested and unproven concept, a decision they'd likely never make with business or financial investments. Instead, think of dating like shopping for a new car. Not only do you have to like the way it looks, but you have to trust its reliability. You wouldn't ignore the rattle under the hood during a test drive. It has to fit your needs. You wouldn't rely on a sports car for weekend ski trips. And it has to fit you, both physically and emotionally. Tall men don't buy Ford Fiestas, and successful salesmen with large territories don't buy gas-guzzling Hummers, no matter how much they like the other features. Dating is about experience. While I am in no way comparing a woman to a purchase, the expectations you take with you while dating should be similar to the expectations you hold when selecting a new car. You are expected to test drive as many cars as you can. You are expected to do your research. You are expected to believe in every aspect of your decision before you sign the dotted line and drive away. Dating is about the experience, not the destination. Your objective isn't just to find a woman. It's to find a woman who meets your needs, who matches your goals, and builds your confidence. Finding her may require you to try new things and immerse yourself in new situations, but the result will be worth the effort. Phase 2. Committing. Your second and equally crucial decision comes at the point at which you're considering commitment. This is the point at which your critical judgment, your ability to make wise decisions based on the information available to you, will be tested, and for good reason. The men I work with often feel harangued for not being able to commit. The trouble as I see it, however, is not that they can't commit, it's that they're committing to the wrong women. They're ignoring their critical judgment. Let's go back to our analogy of car shopping. Say you looked for months to find just the right car. You love everything about it and it seems to have everything you want. Plus, it just makes you feel great when you're in it. This car is incredible. Just one problem. The guy selling it can't find the paperwork to prove he actually owns the car. Don't worry, he assures you. He owns it, free and clear. He just needs to file the right documents with the state. Give him a down payment today and he'll take care of it all next week. No problem. No problem? Really? Alarm bells. I hope the alarm bells are going off in your head because you'd be at a significant risk of losing thousands of dollars. You wouldn't pay money for a car with unresolved issues. The same is true in relationships. If you start a relationship with a serious problem, you are in for a lifetime of serious problems. Yes, women make unfortunate mistakes and come from tough childhoods the same as men do. But until those mistakes and emotional traumas are resolved, these women aren't ready to be in a committed relationship. If you start a relationship with a serious problem, you are in for a lifetime of serious problems. Trustworthy women do not come with unresolved financial, drug, or legal issues. They do not ask you to fix problems for them. They do not come with dramatic emotional swings or unresolved mental health issues. These problems take years of professional help to fix. Just because you want to help a woman overcome them does not mean that you can or should. Before you commit, ask yourself, is this relationship free and clear of major warning signs? If not, you owe it to yourself and to her to let go and move on. Phase 3, the first months. Sometimes the relationship trouble doesn't show itself right away. Sometimes you're several months committed before you discover a larger issue. Substance abuse, a lack of empathy, an unwillingness to share the give and take of daily life. That's okay. The early stages of a relationship provide you an excellent opportunity to pivot. If you get into the third month, or any month, and discover a serious issue, leave the relationship. Don't wait it out, expecting the issue to resolve itself. Don't try to fix it, and don't blame yourself. Exercise your right to pivot, and do it quickly. Dating is not a contractual commitment. Some men feel too guilty to leave at this point. They think they owe it to the woman, to the relationship, to themselves to stick it out and see it through. But let me remind you, dating is not a contractual commitment, and you don't owe anyone the burden of this difficult problem. It was not yours to begin with, and it is not yours to resolve now. In fact, men who stay often become enablers to the issue, or they stick it out hoping to help her change, and the relationship becomes more parent-child than man-woman. Sometimes they try to exit the romance, but stay friends, hoping to help her see through. The truth, though, is that none of these examples represent intimacy. They're toxic, and they aren't doing anyone any good. As sad as it may be, you must act to protect yourself and her from further harm, and go. Precision dating is about helping you move only the right relationships from casual to intimate. It requires you to trust your critical judgment, and it may require some difficult yet crucial decisions. But in the end, you will establish a foundation for trustworthy and worthwhile relationships that last. You just listened to the post titled Precision Dating Advice for Men by Laura Dabney of drldabney.com. And thank you to Dr. Laura for this read. I really enjoyed it a lot. There was so much precision here, as promised. But precision can be, when it comes to relationships, can be a little dicey, at least for me. Of course, it's of great value, but sometimes when we are so excited about precision and committed to delivering it, we start to draw lines that are a little too bold, when in reality there's a lot of gray area there that defies precision. So an example from today's work, again, for me, would be Dr. Laura's note about leaving immediately if a serious issue emerges after 3 months. So this is definitely not an idea that I want to fully discredit, as sometimes that choice would be extremely wise. But I at least would first consider how this person relates to the issue at hand. So mostly, is it something that they're actively working on and aware of? Are they aware of the problem? And have they been addressing it and making progress for a while already, even if they haven't yet overcome it? Major issues in one's life have a lot of different variables. So to me, it's really important to consider them so as to get a more well-rounded view of the problem at hand, especially if that problem could be grounds for a serious, even irreversible decision like leaving somebody. So just my 2 cents, everyone. Take them and consider them. Use them if you find them helpful. I trust your judgment either way. It's time to get out of here for today and put another ORD episode in the books. I hope you enjoyed this work and that you will share it with someone in need. And other than that, be sure to come on back tomorrow for another post, this time from Alicia Janey of Modern Love Counseling. I'll see you there, where your optimal life awaits.